Hi, welcome Aquarius to Rays of Hope, Rainbow Light, Love and Healing Tarot. How are you? Hope you're well. Thank you for being here and thank you for subscribing if you have in the past. And for those of you who've just arrived, please subscribe. We do different types of readings here on relationships, spiritual healing, energy updates, and moon cycles. So please join us. Good to see you today. So let's see. Aquarius. I almost said Capricorn. We just did Capricorn. Anyways, Aquarius, let's see what's going on in your spectrum of love. What is going on for Aquarius this week? What is going on? That was flipped already. Sorry. Okay. So we have sexual encounter for Aquarius, sexual bond, okay? That's what's going on. Interesting. Let's see what else we can find out with the tarot. Twin Confessions Tarot. Okay, so here we go. All right, here we go, Aquarius. We have the sun. We start out with the sun. Wow, that's very positive. Someone's very happy. Very happy, very healthy. And we have the Seven of Cups. A lot of fantasy, a lot of, choices. And then we have the King of Cups. So Aquarius, with the sun coming out like this, I feel like you're definitely learning something. This is an encounter where I feel there's a great connection, intimacy is here. You're definitely having, a lot of time to choose, perhaps maybe you're with more than one relationship. I don't know, but it looks like there's someone here that is very, very emotionally mature. And I think that that's the only way you could have, more options when you have, when you're dating or when you're, intimate with, more than one person, because it does bring up emotional issues. It's very powerful. Sex is very powerful. You need to understand that it brings up a process. So I feel that you are definitely maybe emotionally mature where you can definitely experience and explore your sexuality, which is very important, so that when you are in a very serious relationship, you pick the person that is going to meet you exactly where you are. Okay, so that's what I feel. It's very important, to meet that person at the same level. All right, you both have to be emotionally mature and you have to be able to handle your process in order to have a good sexual life with your partner. So here we go, because it brings up emotional issues. And then we have the Five of Swords coming in, and then we have the Fool in the heart, and then we have the Three of Pentacles. So I feel that there's an on and off here. There's on with this person and off with this person. I feel that Aquarius, you are definitely, you're not into mind games. The Five of Wands here, Five of Swords here, it's like a mind game. It's, you can handle this. So that's where I feel, Aquarius, you're the one who's emotionally mature here. And in your heart space, the Fool, that there's a world of possibilities because it's right under the Seven of Cups, which I find very interesting. That you have lots of options if this doesn't work. For some reason, they do connect with you on a sexual level, and I feel that you're learning a lot, and that's a good thing. And then with the Three of Pentacles, this could be someone that you might know from work or from a previous job that you might have had. And so I think that this is something that goes in and out of your life. This is not something permanent. This is someone that you are in and out of, every so often, which is fine. You know, you just have to take what you can and make sure that, you know, you leave enough room for yourself. You know, you're not going to busy yourself with someone that, you know, is just going to be there for, you know, a short time, not for the long time, you know. So here we go. Let's keep going here. Aquarius, this is a learning reading. I feel this is a reading where you're learning. And here's the Chariot coming in. So you're forging ahead, you know. You're forging ahead. Be careful, you know. Make sure you're in balance, you know. You feel that you're not losing anything. You're gaining because you're learning. And then we have here the Eight of Cups, yeah. So you're leaving the past behind, and it looks like you're going to be making better choices. Maybe you've learned what you want now. Perhaps the Magician will come out. Maybe you're going to manifest something even better. And look, the Queen of Pentacles. So you have abundance. You have stability. This could be now all of a sudden a change of your life, the way you, because of the experiences that you've had and in this relationship, that now there's a shift coming, that you're now saying, you know what, I know what I want now, and I'm forging ahead, and I want something more stable. So with the Queen of Pentacles here, I feel it's about stability, looking for love, stability in love, and you want that one person that you can share that with. And so let's see if there's any scarlet energy here on any of the energy here that you might have, that the cards kind of brought out. Whether this is for you or not, I don't know. It might be for some of you and not all of you, but that's the way it is when you read for the collective. You know, it's very expansive. So here we go. What kind of scarlet energy do we have here? It's a love story. So this is your love story, Aquarius. I think that you're going to start a new chapter in love. You know, I think that you've learned so much. God bless you. And I think that you could definitely write a story about your process and keep going and find the stable of love that you want, the stability in love. And I feel it's going to happen for you. Let's see what angel numbers here for you. What we can give in this reading for Aquarius. Let's see. I'm just going to shuffle one more. You know how many times I shuffle these cards before I even do a reading? I just feel it's important to keep shuffling them. So here we go. For Aquarius, what's the angel number? I never got this number. 000. 4 zeros. Wow. It says strength. Building character and experiences. There might be some difficulties ahead, but you'll push through. You got this. If you've been struggling or feeling a little lost or more challenged, the winds of change will blow in your favor. If you've been suffering or feeling lost, some things may fall apart, but you're building the framework for something much better. Yay, hang in there. Just like I said, you definitely are going to write your love story, for this is a new chapter, a new beginning, and a period of stability for you of what you've learned that you want from love. So that's awesome, Aquarius. Let's see what the Whispers of Love have to say about this. Let's see what they're saying. Sometimes the cards are amazing, right? Like, how did this happen? Like, it just melded like this, you know? It's really amazing. Okay, you see my cards are all over. I'm not very neat. Oh, it says, I love you. All right. These are powerful words, right, Aquarius? So, you know, love yourself and bring in the best love that you can possibly want. Something that's stable, something that definitely magnetizes you and this other person, because you have a love story to write. This is a new chapter for you, and I'm really, really happy that I could do this reading for you. So you take care, and I'm wishing you the best of love. Bye-bye.